Welcome to our very first video lesson. Today's lesson is about fractions with unlike denominators. I'd really like to encourage you throughout the video, if you at all want to stop or hear something again, press pause and rewind it, listen to it again. That's why we're making these videos, so that you can go at your own pace. When we're adding fractions or subtracting fractions with unlike denominators, our 4 steps that we're going to follow, are 1, find the LCD, 2, rewrite each fraction using the LCD. LCD stands for lowest common denominator. If you don't remember how to do it, don't worry. On the next slide, we're going to go over how to do it again. So after you've rewritten each fraction using the lowest common denominator, we're going to solve it. And then, as always, the last step is to simplify. Very soon, we're going to use these steps to add the fractions 1/5 and 1/3. But first, we're going to go over finding the lowest common denominator. So, let's find the lowest common denominator of 5/6 and 4/9. Now remember that lowest common denominator is just the lowest common multiple, or the LCM, of the denominators of your two fractions. So we need to find the lowest common multiple of 6 and 9. To do that, first we're going to write down all the multiples of 6 and 9. So the multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, and then let's go to 42. Our multiples of 9, we have 9, 18, 27, 36, and 45. Now I'm going to stop there because I see a multiple that they have in common. The multiple they have in common is 36. And it's the smallest one. There's no smaller ones in there. So the lowest common denominator, of 5/6 and 4/9 is 36. That's how you're going to find the lowest common denominator. If you don't understand it, you can watch it again, or we're going to do it lots throughout the lesson. Or you can ask me about it too. Now we're going to use our steps. Find the lowest common denominator, rewrite each fraction using the lowest common denominator, solve and simplify to add the two fractions, 1/5 and 1/3. So our first step is to find the LCD. So let's do that. To find the LCD, like we did on the last slide, we have to find the lowest common multiple of 5 and 3, because they're the denominator of our fractions. Let's start by writing out all the multiples of 5 and 3. The multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, and 20. Now let's stop there. The multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Now we're going to stop because I see that they have a lowest common multiple, a multiple in common. It's 15. Great, we've done our first step. Yay, we found the lowest common denominator. Our LCD equals 15. Now we're going to do step 2. Rewrite each fraction using the LCD. What this means to do is we have to rewrite each of our fractions that are up here so that their denominator is now 15. So we need to take 1/5. We'll put a little 1 up here to show step 1. Let's put a 2 here to show that it's step 2. I'm going to take 1/5, and I need to make it so the denominator is 15. Well, what do you do to 5 to make it into 15? You multiply it by 3. So we need to do the same thing to the numerator. Because we multiplied the denominator by 3, we need to multiply the numerator by 3. These are just equivalent fractions. And 1 times 3 is 3. So 1/5 is the same thing as 3/15. Now try doing 1/3 on your own. Press pause and try it on your own, and then you can play along with me to see if you got it correct. So you should have paused the video and tried it on your own. Let's see if you were right. You take 1/3. We need to make it into something over 15. What times 3 gives us 15? It's 3 times 5. Whatever we did to the denominator, we have to do it to the numerator. So we need to multiply the numerator by 5. 1 times 5 gives us 5. So our second fraction is 5 over 15. Great, now we're done step 2. We have our two fractions, 3/15 and 5/15. Now we need to go on to step 3, which is solve. I'm just going to move the page down here so we have more room to write. Now we're working on step 3. Oh, it should be in black. That's okay. Step 3, solve. What we're going to do is take the 3/15 and add 5/15 to it. 3/15 plus 5/15. Well, this looks familiar. This is what we did yesterday. So you're going to add the numerators together and keep the denominator the same. So this is equal to 3 plus 5 all over 15. 3 plus 5 is 8 over 15. Great, we're done step 3. Now our last step, step 4, is to simplify. Can we simplify 8 over 15? Is there any number that can be divided into 8 and can also be divided into 15? No, there's not. So our final answer is 8 over 15. If you didn't understand anything, feel free to go back, rewind, and watch this again. We're going to do one more example. 3/5 plus 1/15. So our first step, step number 1, is to find the lowest common denominator. So our denominators are 5 and 15. To do that, we need to write out the multiples of 5 and of 15. Multiples are 5, 10, 15, and 20. Let's write out the multiples of 15. 15 and 30. Stop! I see one in common. Wonderful! Our lowest common multiple is 15. So now we can go on to step 2. Step 2 is to rewrite each fraction using the lowest common denominator. So we need to rewrite each fraction so that they're over 15. So if we have 3 over 5, and, well, let's start with 3 over 5. We need it to be something over 15. How do you change 5 into 15? Multiply it by 3. 5 times 3 gives 15. Whatever we did to the denominator, we also have to do to the numerator. So we're going to multiply 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So the equivalent fraction to 3 over 5 is 9 over 15. Well, let's do it for the next one. 1 over 15. Oh, whoopee! It's already over 15. We don't have to do it again. So our two fractions are 9 over 15 and 1 over 15. Step 3 is to solve. We need to take 9 over 15 and add it to 1 over 15. That is just like we know how to do from yesterday. We take 9 plus 1 and put it all over 15. Means we get 10 over 15. Okay, our last step, step number 4, is to simplify. Can this be simplified? Is there a number that can divide both into the numerator and the denominator? Yes, I think there is. They can both be divided by 5. 10 divided by 5 gives us 2, and 15 divided by 5 gives us 3. So here we just divided, division sign is hard, divided by 5, and here we divided by 5. So our final answer is 2/3. Now you give it a try. Try it on your own with 2/5 plus 3/4. Now we're going to talk about subtraction. The great thing about subtraction of fractions is it's the same as addition, but instead of adding the numerators, you're just going to subtract. Well, great, we get to follow our same steps. Our first step is to find the lowest common denominator. So we need to find the lowest common denominator of 5 and 4. To do that, we write out the multiples of 5 and the multiples of 4. The multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, let's stop there. What are the multiples of 4? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. I'm going to stop there because I see that they have one in common. It's 20. So, now we're going to get to go on to step 2. Step 2 is to rewrite each fraction using the lowest common denominator. So we have to rewrite 3/5 so that it's equal to something over 20. Well, what times 5 will give us 20? It's 5 times 4. Whatever we do to the denominator, we have to do the numerator. So we multiplied 5 times 4, so we need to multiply 3 times 4. And we get 12. Okay, let's do the same thing for 1/4. We have to make 1/4 so it's something over 20. What times 4 gives 20? 4 times 5 gives 20. Same thing for the numerator, whatever we did to the denominator. 1 times 5 is 5. Step 3. I'm going to circle these so that they stand out and we can easily see them. Step 3 is to solve. You take 12 over 20 and subtract, I'm going to erase this right here so that it's easier for us to see. 12 over 20 minus 5 over 20. So again, we just subtract the numerators and keep the denominator the same. So it's going to be something over 20. It's going to be 12 minus 5 over 20. Erase this next part so we have some more space. 12 minus 5 over 20 is 7 over 20. Can you simplify this? No, you can't. There's no number that divides both into 7 and 20. I know that right away because 7 is a prime number. And we're done. So subtraction is exactly the same as addition. Now try the bottom one on your own, and then we're done. Let me know what you think of the lesson. I'm going to get a stylus hopefully for sometime soon so that it won't be as messy. Thanks for listening. Remember to go back and do any more practice if you need it. Bye for now.